Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article.
And we talk about it.
Yeah, we do. How you feeling, bud?
Pretty good. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Back off.
I've been watching some Letterkenny, and so I've kind
Sure.
of, I don't know, I was channeling like a hockey guy there.
Okay.
I don't know why I did that.
Hockeyman.
Hockeyman.
Hockey seems cool and fun. A little bit of ice soccer.
Feels dangerous to me. I feel like I would get...
Hell yeah.
I feel like I would get hit one time and be like, fuck that.
You'd be dead.
I would die.
Because those are beefy boys, those hockey
Some
boys.
beefy boys, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Some beefy lads.
And they... I mean, it's the only sport where your shoes are knives. You know?
Right. Like, fighting's encouraged, almost.
I mean...
Like, basically, it's encouraged. Like,
yeah.
the refs don't stop it.
It's like, you know, I only watch NASCAR for the accidents.
Right.
It's like, I only watch fighting for the hockey.
That's good. That's funny.
Thanks.
You can make a T-shirt for that, I bet. You probably make $1 billion. off
I
that
mean,
t-shirt.
I bet that already exists in
I don't know,
fucking
man.
Canadian Spencers.
It's called Marks and Spencers. I don't know what that mean. That was a bad joke.
Also, isn't that England?
I don't know what it is. What is it, like a 5 and dime? Is that what kids
Do you know
call
what
it?
that is?
No.
Let me get an article.
Yeah, please save me.
Oh, fun. Sort of. The Wolverine
Okay.
film.
Okay.
Yeah. The Wolverine.
Oh, this is a bad one.
It was, yeah. I got excited and then I got unexcited.
This is the one where he like is a literal immortal man.
Well, he always is, though, right?
Was he in the comics? I don't know.
I don't know. I've never read.
Because I know he has like his power is the healing factor.
Mm-hmm. Also, was this the one where he like goes to Japan? Yeah.
Was it that one?
It was.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is it was weird. It was like,
Why?
yeah.
I don't know.
It felt like we want someplace exotic.
Right.
I mean, maybe there was a reason. I don't know.
I feel like before every James Bond film they do that too, where it's like, all right, what country do we want to put him in? Now we'll write the story around that.
Yeah. Or sometimes, I mean, the few I've seen, it's like, whoa, he's like the one. It's like he's running around on a rooftop in Madrid or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And then the rest of the movie's just like
He's back in
in
England.
Portugal. It's like, why are you in Madrid?
Sure,
Like,
sure. Yeah.
Like, well, we just wanted to go to Madrid.
Literally, it feels like what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's one where it's I think the last one that what's his name, Pierce Brosnan did, where there's like there's one to Cuba for 25 minutes of the movie. It's just because it's like, I don't know, we want to go to Cuba.
Yeah.
There's
That's so strange.
no reason for it. The rest of the movie was like in Antarctica or something.
We just rewatched Parks and Rec, and towards the end they like go to England for something, which
Okay.
like why? Who knows? There's no reason.
Because the production team wanted to do that.
I mean, yeah. And then like,
Master and None did that with Italy.
jeez.
They're like, we just want to go to Italy and do some shit.
I mean, if you can do it, I guess.
Yeah, I
too.
guess.
But then like, you know, that was at the beginning of the season. At the very end of the season, it was like Ben surprised Leslie with a trip to France or something. It was like, well, you were already fucking there. You just like hopped on the train, filmed this, and sat on it for 6 months.
Right.
It was it was so weird because, and maybe if you watch it just not in 3 days,
Right.
it feels less weird. But it's just like, I know what you did here. Like, it was very cheap for you to get here, so you just did it
Right.
while you were here.
God, I don't know. Maybe that's why people do TV shows, just so they can like
Go on vacation.
they can just expense a vacation, yeah, to NBC or whatever.
I always think a lot about like, even if you're on a TV show and you don't do all that traveling for the show, you still have to travel for like, or a movie for press and stuff.
Oh, sure.
That would just stress me out. Imagine doing like, hey, I've got to do like,
You gotta go to
I got to do Jimmy Fallon tonight, and then I got to do, Conan tomorrow.
yeah.
You have to like record in New York
right.
at night, either fly out that night or the next morning, like 6 or 7 hours to LA,
Right.
and then do it again.
Conan O'Brien was just doing that recently. He has like a new podcast or something out on some.
He's making the rounds.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. He's like on some whatever the fuck network. And so yeah, he was on like 50 podcasts in 1 week. So I was like, Jesus Christ, dude! Like, and I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. Conan probably is not gonna go on other people's late night shows, but
That'd be funny and weird.
it would be, yeah. But regardless, like he still has to take the time to sit in somebody's house or the recording studio or whatever the fuck, like 20 times in a month That's
that
crazy.
Sucks.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're probably not all in L.A. You know,
Yeah.
there's probably one in Bozeman, Montana, and Colorado,
Springs, Colorado. Yeah, I can. That one of the first. When I was in high school, there was this improv place in Orlando that I would frequent.
SAC
Comedy
Sure.
Lab, and I was never exposed to improv really, other than like Who's Line,
right?
and this like has stuck out with me so much. And it's not funny. This is like a bad story, but whatever.
That's fine.
I mean,
it is what it is. It's improv. It's not gonna be a good story.
yeah, you're choosing to listen to this. This is on you. They were doing like a one-word story, like
Sure, there'd be 5 people. Each one
say a word. Yeah, like
today.
Well, you.
Whoa, it's improv.
But yes, that. And
Do you want to do one real quick?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Can we warm up first?
Yeah.
Zip,
Zap,
zop,
zip,
zap,
zop,
zip.
zip.
Ah.
Stupid. That's what improv is. God, that sucks.
That reminds me of this is maybe a little mean, but it's fine. We saw a show once.
Yes.
Where
Yes. I know exactly what you're gonna say.
The team went up. This was years ago. They're probably
Oh, they're all dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
The team came up on stage and they were like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna warm up real quick, and they played that like classic like goofy making fun of improv warm-up game.
Right.
And
if you were to make fun of improv warm-ups, this is the warm-up you would make fun of.
Yeah.
Right.
And when they did it, we were all losing we were like, this is the funniest fucking thing.
Because they're doing it on stage. We thought it was their opening, and it was so funny. It was so like next level avant-garde.
But
hilarious.
they were like being for real, and they were like, oh no.
They were actually warming up,
Like,
and then
I felt so bad being like, oh, this was.
they wrapped up their warm up and then turned to us and were like, "Great, we're Cattail." And to get started, can we get a suggestion? I was like, "Oh my god!" It was we died like.
Yeah.
But you saw SAC though.
Yeah, and they were telling a story, and it was like, I don't remember the exact phrasing, but it was like he threw the book into lake, and everyone was like, he fucked up, and then the next guy said county, and I was like, oh my god, what a genius. He saved the show. God bless the improv man. That's
really funny as like a 15-year-old feeling that way, and everyone was thinking, it's like when you're telling the story, it's like he threw the book into Lake Geneva. Like, it's so easy to like.
Yes.
But that's the thing that improv does, is it tricks you into thinking that you're funnier than you really are,
and it tricks you into thinking other people are funnier than they are.
Absolutely.
It's yeah.
Everyone wants to buy into this like, no, you should have been there, dude. He only had 2 fish and 3 loaves. He fed us all. it's you want to buy into it.
Yeah, it's so weird. But I've seen literally thousands of improv shows.
Oh yes.
I don't remember any of them.
No,
but
why would you?
That moment from literally 15 years ago,
it crystallized in your head, and
I will never forget that.
Oh yeah.
And
I remember dying, like laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. No sound was coming out, like tears coming down my eyes. It was like the moment where I knew I want to do improv with the University of Florida's team. It wasn't even a fucking good show, but in the moment I thought it was, because I just didn't know any better.
I think that the sort of the dirty sort of secret and the kind of I want to say trick or perhaps devil's gambit of improv is that because it is all inherently bad and unfunny, it causes people watching to say, I could do this better than them, but you can't. Everyone is bad at it, and it is bad, but everyone gets tricked into thinking it's good and that you could do it better.
It's the same reason people keep using their retirement funds to open up restaurants.
Holy shit.
Yes. It's like every single time I watch a lot of Bar Rescue with my buds Rich and Radon.
Sure.
And every single time we watch, some jamoke will be like, yeah, I'm $200,000 in debt for this wine bar or whatever the fuck. Homeboy, what's his name? John Laurinaitis, that's not his name. Who's that comes in and fixes everything? H.H. Holmes. He comes in and he says, look, you fucking idiot. Stop buying this wine, buy this wine, and add a beer tap right here. And then all of a sudden the whole business turns around. And so it's like, I could do that. I could do that. You're telling me your whole deal is a charcuterie board and you bought a bunch of wine and that's what your business is? Come on, man. I could do that. And that's what everyone says.
Mm-hmm.
And then H.H. Holmes comes into your bar and has to fix you.
Yeah. Fix you real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Everyone thinks they can outsmart.
Yeah.
Or not even outsmart, but just like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess outsmart everyone else.
Everyone else is stupid.
Except me. I'm not. I mean, I'm not stupid.
No, I learned how to play. I know how to play blackjack. I know when to hit and when to pass. I'm gonna go to Vegas. I'm gonna win a fucking $1 million, dude.
Yep.
I know how to do it. You idiot. Like, oh, easy peasy, dude.
Yeah.
I figured out the system. Everyone's stupid. Serial killers do the same thing. It's just like a heightened version of that, where it's like, oh, they're all dumb. They'll never catch me.
Yeah. Man. But improv though.
That's what I'm saying. If you're an improviser, you're just one step away from being a serial killer. Like, truly, like, you think you're special.
That's the thing that really gets me about
And
it.
I'm including myself. Like, everyone, like, I'm not.
Oh, yes, absolutely. There's this sort of there's this dichotomy in my brain at all times.
Yes.
Where I know that I'm just a piece of shit
Yes.
and an idiot.
Right.
But I still think I'm fucking funny enough that other people want to hear me.
Absolutely. I have that constantly with all kinds of things.
It's weird how there is this element of like you have to have an element of conceit about yourself.
Right. There's an element of like sociopathy or psychopathy or something.
It's like that.
Like, I have the same thing where I vacillate back and forth depending on like when you catch me, of thinking I'm like the biggest fraud in the world or I'm the best to ever do a thing. Like,
people just don't appreciate how fucking funny I am.
Right.
Why is this tweet not performing better?
Right. But then I'll look at the tweet the next day and be like, I should just fucking delete my Twitter. What am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's so dumb. Nobody buys groceries like I do. I'm the best at buying groceries. Like, you know what I mean?
When something's on sale, you buy as much as you can fucking afford.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just for everything. It's like, you suck at everything. Like, but I feel like it's also maybe like a defense mechanism that humans use.
Oh, totally.
You know, where it's like that way you don't go crazy. If your job is literally just like all you do is pull a lever all day for 8 hours, but your brain makes you think like, oh, I'm the fucking best at it.
Yeah, no one could pull this lever like me.
Yeah, this whole factory shut down.
Yeah,
you know, if it wasn't for me.
Yeah, and then on the flip side, it's like, oh, I'm not pulling this lever good enough. Like I can't fucking do it anymore. It's like it keeps you teetering right on the edge of like getting like too foolhardy and being like, I'm gonna pull this lever twice as fast. You know, it's like it's that perfect balance of like just enough to keep you doing it, but not
enough to go anywhere.
It keeps hubris at bay.
Yeah,
it's like you can be cocky, you can be conceited,
right?
But not so much that it will be your downfall.
Right.
Most of the time.
And that's what I think keeps a lot of people, most people in the place that they're at, because like change is scary. Or
oh
whatever.
God, isn't it?
You know, so it's like, well, yeah. I mean, I wish I could be good enough to like push a button all day, but I'm gonna stick with my lever thing for now because I know what I'm good at, and maybe one day
I'll get another lever, 2 levers.
Maybe I'll get 2 levers. I got 2 hands. You know, you never know. You know, I mean, I'm pretty good at this thing. I could get a second lever. You know, 5-10 years, I might be on double lever duty.
There's also that thing that I've heard before where it's specifically in like a work environment, but people will get promoted to their level of incompetence. So it's like, he could pull one lever. Great. Let's give him a second lever.
Right. Gets a second lever. He fails. Gets fired.
Yeah.
Right. I think I learned that from Dilbert.
Oh, that sucks.
I know it does suck, but it's probably true. I mean, Scott Adams had a couple of good ideas.
I don't want to end the show.
No, I
don't want to end the show on that. I thought about it.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's a weird thing where like most people think the same way. Like, and I'm not saying that everybody could go out and be like an NBA star or something. Sure. If you just put your mind to it. Or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like most of us have a lot more that we're good at than we realize. But
yeah. Well, and I think everyone is sort of.
And also, everyone's a lot worse than they realize.
Oh boy, are they?
I bet there's NBA players like right now.
Oh my God.
Who they had no business even picking up a basketball, but they tricked themselves into thinking they were good.
And now they're the fucking best
because they kept doing it.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So yeah, so
and
it's
they,
like,
and they're probably like, "What the fuck am I doing in the end? How am I in the fucking NBA?
right, exactly.
I don't know what a basket ban is."
Yeah. Smell you later.
Gotta say something funny.
I know.
It's the burden.
That's what I was gonna say. Exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's burdensome.
Because sometimes it happens, it flows. It just flows so easily, and other times it don't.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.